Ukraine is a country where you can travel in time. We have the latest technologies alongside centuries-old techniques that have remained virtually unchanged for centuries. It's like a time capsule. You can meet real robots here. And its brain, how does it navigate these corridors where I would get lost? This is a unique technology for Ukraine. It is guided by a key code. And to meet the owner of medieval castle, how much did you pay, if it's not a secret? Dmitry, it's crazy, believe me. Today, the world inside out is going on a real journey through time and space, and it won't be a cakewalk. Is it 18 meters high? It is. I mean, if you slip, that's it. I should say that the profession is really so extreme. Is it difficult to be a living mascot?
If I go to work in the morning and meet him, I'm lucky all day. It's a fact.
It's done very well. The profile is very similar. It's the same face. And how they used to send love notes hundreds of years ago. Hello, my beloved. We continue to discover our Ukraine, a country where time and space, past and future intersect. The expedition of the world inside out Ukraine continues. The adventure begins. The world inside out with Dmitry Komarov, Ukraine. Mukachevo, Zakarpattia region. Our time travel begins in the west of Ukraine. Here you can still meet representatives of a profession whose rules have not changed over the past 4 centuries, a chimney sweep. At first glance, this profession seems to be a relic of the past. Even the name itself sounds fairy tale-like, but no, stoves and fireplaces exist, so the job is alive and very popular in Europe, where there are many old houses. Chimney sweeps clean the chimneys from soot, and the safety of people depends on the quality of their work. We're in the city of Mukachevo in Zakarpattia. In the city center you can see a monument to a chimney sweep, and this monument is unique. You will understand in a moment. Good afternoon, good afternoon. I'm Dmitry. I'm Bertalon Tovt, the one. That's right. Bertalon Tovt is better known as Berty Barty. He's an honorary citizen of Mukachevo. He worked as a chimney sweep for over 40 years. He taught more than 20 students. He knows every fireplace in Zakarpattia, and there are many of them here. Until recently, this profession was in great demand, which is why the man received a unique lifetime monument. A monument usually comes only after death. Yes, but I was working well, so they took a photo. You look so proud here. You see, if you look closely, it's done very well. The profile is similar. It's the same face. The monument, by the way, is included in almost all tourist routes in Mukachevo. As for its living prototype, the city's residents adore the chimney sweep. They affectionately call him Berty Barty, which means Uncle Bertie in Hungarian.
If I go to work in the morning and meet him on the way, I'm lucky all day. It's a fact. It has been like that for the last 6 or 7 years.
Is he a good luck charm?
He is.
May I? Hello, 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 hello.
Berty Barty, smile.
He is the pride of Mukachevo. He's an authoritative man who is needed by everyone here. He's a legend in our city. A woman passed by and said that if you meet Bertie in the morning on your way to work, you will have good luck.
You had to hold on to the button and make a wish. You see? Many visitors hold on to the button and pet the cat. It's all for good luck, they say.
These are traditions. Some people may think they're symbolic, but faith still gives you a lot in life. So if you're in Mukachevo, be sure to make a wish here. Your apprentice is currently working and cleaning the fireplace. He is Taras. Let's go together now to visit your student who, thanks to you, keeps this profession. A profession from the past that is moving into the future. It preserves our history. How often did people clean fireplaces? For example, a communal chimney had to be cleaned every quarter, and a private one, when they called us, we came. Most of the orders were in the fall. We go to the ancient castle of St.Miklosh, better known as Chinadievsky Castle. This fortress is more than 500 years old. It's just a time machine. An opportunity to go back in time, especially with a legendary person. The owner of the castle is waiting for us. Hello, what's your name, please? Joseph Bartosz. How old is the castle? 650. You need to clean the chimney. Right, this is the oldest chimney in the castle. And how long has it not been cleaned? For 150 years, but it seems to be much longer. There's a whole system of secret chimneys that even the specialists who examined it can't manage. They don't know what is it. And without Bertalon, you won't do anything about it. He will understand it right away. He has a very interesting job ahead of him. I have a feeling of something incredible. An ancient castle, 650 years old. A chimney that hasn't been cleaned in 150 years. And this process is happening right in front of us. You rarely see this today. It's really the Ukrainian world inside out. While Mr. Bertalon and his student are expecting the chimney before cleaning it, I have time to ask questions. How does one become the owner of a castle? I thought that castle belonged to the state. I didn't think they could be bought, but there is a person who has his own castle. Dmitry, this is crazy, believe me. It was done in a single impulse. I came from abroad, I lived there for a few years, and I was very upset when I saw it. There was a motor depot here. A motor depot? What year was it? A motor depot garage. It was back in 2000 year. Every day, multi-ton trucks passed through here, destroying the castle with their vibrations and their presence. How much did you pay, if it's not a secret? It's not a secret. I didn't pay anything. I didn't rent a castle. I rented an emergency building because it was by 70% destroyed, and so there was no castle. What were the conditions? What did you have to do for it? We had to keep an eye on it and prevent its complete destruction. Restoration specialists said that it had only 18 months left. Just imagine the enthusiasm of Mr. Joseph and his wife. They rented the ruins and over 2 decades turned them into one of the tourist attractions of Zakarpattia. The couple restored the roof, windows and doors at their own expense and cleaned the rubble. Honestly, when I first met you, I told you that I was envious of you having a castle, but now I'm listening to you. So much work, and I'm both envious and not envious at the same time, because here in the apartment it takes years to make repairs. To retire the bathroom is a lot of work, and here you have a whole castle. This is the way. It will not be otherwise, believe me. There are so many castles in Ukraine, so many unique palaces, and they're falling apart. It's just a tragedy. There are about 3,500 castles, palaces and fortresses in Ukraine. Unfortunately, most of them are in ruins, and here, thanks to the Bartosz family, they organize excursions, festivals, art classes and weddings. Another name for this place is the Castle of Love. Wow, it's inside the wall. Wow, very interesting. And we go into the room. Why was this passage made inside the wall? It was a whole system of secret passages, down to the second floor, down to the basement, down to the underground passage. It was practical, it was used to evacuate from here. This is part of the chimney. The castle had a unique heating system. The entire castle was originally heated by a single stove. So just from here, from the bottom of the basement, circulating through the walls and the floor. Double circulation. One was hot air from the furnace, the other was cold air. This is how they heated the castle. So, thick walls, one stove, hot air throughout the castle. What was the approximate area of the castle? 600 square meters. It's a very ancient system. The Romans already knew it very well, and now modern technology is based on this technology. This is how the castle looked like in the 16th century. There are absolutely no changes here, nothing. Back in the 1750, a fireplace was built. So this fireplace is being restored. Hello. Are you the legendary student? Yes, I am. The most famous chimney sweep in Ukraine and in the world, yes. Taras is a young representative of an ancient profession. He has been working as a chimney sweep for almost 9 years and has learned to combine ancient chimney cleaning techniques with modern technology. We are now cleaning the fireplace mechanically, namely using the rotary method. Show us, please. It's connected by a click. A cordless drill is connected on the one side and a brush on the other. A high speed, it clogs the blockage. This chimney hasn't been used for more than a century, so we don't know what the condition of it is now. It is very important to clean it before lighting a fire for the first time. What is the most important thing you advise your students? To do everything properly. When you hit the fireplace, you need to clean the ashes well. Otherwise, it's dangerous. People can suffocate from carbon monoxide. This is not a joke, friends. Every year, hundreds of people die from carbon monoxide poisoning in Ukraine. Does it also come through side fireplace? And does the soot come out from there? Yes. Does it all come out? It will be cleaned. How often do we need to do this? According to the law, chimneys must be cleaned annually. Yes, that's right. If you have a fireplace or stove at home that you use regularly, the chimney must be cleaned once a year. Was it this costume? This is a chimney sweep costume, the only one in Ukraine. Wow, it's custom-made for me. Before I come in to meet you, I looked on Google to see what chimney sweeps look like. There's also a hat. You have a hat? I do. A cylinder is a chimney sweep's hat. Is it comfortable to work in? It's generally to protect my head from falling stones from the chimneys. And it protects your eyes if it's small stones, right? It does. It's stylish, it's beautiful, it really surprises me, but I see how clean the hat is, and I realize that you don't really work in it. This is more of ceremonial look for cultural development. So you're just showing how it used to be. Yes. What kind of costume do you usually wear every day? It's usually a comfortable black uniform. Can I join your team and do the work with you? I will try to master this profession, the profession of a chimney sweep. Let me change the clothes. Yes. I've changed my clothes. Let's start the process. Here's another tool. These are our additional eyes. Let's unwind it. So with the help of this so-called shaft, the fireplace is cleaned. It's pushed in. Can I see? Is it a big chimney? How long is it? About 6 meters. 6 meters. Wow. Well, the technology is simple. It's just a brush that we push in there to clean the walls of the chimney, and there are sensors there. It shows the matter. It's already 3 meters and 40 centimeters, 3.5 meters. It's already 4 meters. We pause here because there is a zigzag. In this case, the brush can get caught, move to the brick, and it can fall. And the pipe is made in such a way that the brick will fall on the street, on the sidewalk where people walk. It's 4 meters and 20 centimeters. It gets stuck there. We have to climb up. That's the most interesting part. Let me follow you. I'm holding the ladder. Hold it, it's going to slide. Wow, what an ancient roof. It's even unsafe to walk here because you can see where gaps. Where do we go from here? We're going to follow this board. It's such an extreme job. Oops. This plank is fine. Is it okay? Yes. Up, hop. We're almost on the roof. Is this the chimney? Yes. We're dismantling part of the roof to get to the top of the chimney. Is it 18 meters up here? Yes, we have to take extra ropes. The roof is very steep. You slip and that's it. The old roof, you never know whether it will hold or not. Now we're going to cut off one piece. This is how a chimney sweep works. You have to climb up on the roof, disassemble the tiles, then make a hole because the opening is too small and climb out to repair it. Yes, hook yourself up, climb out. Given that the cameraman can get in, we need to equip ourselves with cameras. I'll put one camera on my head to film and another camera on my arm. So, great. Let's climb. Brush here. Okay, let's go on. The cameraman can climb up on the roof. There is simply no place for him to stand, so I'm filming myself. I'm up here, guys, standing. It's worth saying here that the profession is really extreme. Here, friends, is Chinadievo, an ancient castle, 650 years old. The upper part has already been restored, and inside in the part that was last cleaned 150 years ago. Now I'm going to try to go up somehow, because, to be honest, it's hard to work here. Where should I put my foot? To the edge. Hop. It's okay. The main thing here is not to fall. We can begin. The methodology is very simple. We unwind the brush and run it inside. Here we go. And here we see the modern part, recently made of bricks. And then the part that we couldn't reach from below through the fireplace because there is a turn, only from the top is possible. Officially, it is believed that this profession appeared in Denmark in 1635, but in reality, as long as they have stoves and fireplaces, chimney sweeps have been working. When you work, what do you usually think about? I think the best thing to do from above is to watch humanity, how people run and bustle. My father was a chimney sweep all his life, and my grandfather. Do you love your profession? Very much. You bring warmth and safety to people. It's a fire hazard if the chimney is clogged. It is. There will be the carbon monoxide poisoning. This is when unburned particles of certain fuel materials, firewood, coal, get into the room and a person inhales it and can immediately go to the other side. Let me try to do that too, and you can film me. You have to climb up carefully, like a cat. Once, and that's it. That's basically the essence of this profession, to climb higher, to get fixed. I'm showing you the secret of the magic profession. We hold the handle, it spins like this. We push it down as far as possible, and then the brush cleans the pipe, and we pull it back. The brush comes out, you can hardly see it, they're just such small particles. My friends, today I have symbolically mastered a profession that is about 400 years old. And do you know what I would like to say here in Zakarpattia when you are sitting on the roof of an ancient castle? You have a unique country where you can travel through the ages, through time. The chimney sweep was relevant in the past, it is relevant today and will always be relevant, because there will be always the fireplace and they will need to be cleaned. Do you have a lot of orders? Actually a lot, sometimes 15, sometimes 20, sometimes 10 a week. And it turned out the services of a chimney sweep are in such demand that Taras has to travel all over the country on business trip. How much do chimney sweep services cost? It can be 3,000 hryvnias, 5,000 hryvnias, or 2,000 hryvnias. Have you ever been really scared when I fell a little bit from the roof? It's not funny at all because it's 18 meters high here, for example. For example, I went down to a depth of 18 meters to get emeralds in Colombia. Everything is very wet and slippery. This grating around a wooden frame, it's very easy to slip on because everything is wet, covered with clay, and here the height is 18 meters. If you fall, you will die. How high did you fall from? Well, I fell about 2 meters, something like that. I slipped, not badly. This time Taras and I were lucky. The chimney was clean and we managed in a few hours. Otherwise, we would have had to spend 2 to 5 days. We finished the job. I'll tell you honestly, it was an amazing day. I had never dreamed of being on the roof of such an ancient castle with a representative of a profession I thought was a fairy tale. But it's real, in my native Ukraine. We're going down. The main thing here is not to fall. Be careful down there. The stones are falling. Let's go check if the chimney is working. Well, Mr. Bertie, we're down. All clear upstairs? All clear upstairs. Now the chimney is clean, which means it's safe, and the owners can safely use it. I have the honor to light this fireplace for the first time in 150 years in Chinadievsky Castle. Let's see if there's a draft. This is a historic moment. Look at the draft. Look at your work. It's so good. I did a lot of things for the first time in my life while filming the show, but I never lit a fireplace in an old castle for the first time in 150 years. It was not necessary to go somewhere far abroad to see real miracles. We have them right here at home. We need to appreciate the country we live in, love it, and take an example from people like ones in front of me, from the gentleman who's restoring and preserving this castle, from the gentleman who's preserving one of the oldest professions. Thank you. And to whom a monument was built during his lifetime, and his student who will pass this profession from the past to the future. Personally, I'm very inspired by people who care about and preserve ancient traditions, professions, and history. It's especially interesting when ancient technologies are brought into the modern world. Today, my friends, I will show you another example of an amazing transformation of a profession of the past into a business of the future. And it's not people who do it, but birds. They helped the Romans in their wars 2,000 years ago. They were the first to announce Napoleon's defeat at Waterloo, and they were even awarded medals for their heroic work during the First and Second World Wars, and all this in about pigeons. Pigeons are one of the oldest postmen on the planet, and today they have also become athletes, and we're at one of the bases where they train titled European champions. Hello, boys and girls. What is the peculiarity of this breed? Since ancient times, it has been called a carrier pigeon, but now we call it a sport pigeon. Why is it so? Mankind used the ability of these pigeons to quickly return to their homes. That is, since ancient times, it has been used to deliver mail, and now the same ability of the pigeon is used in sports racing. That is the one of returns the fastest in the best, the champion. Yes, it is. The best sport pigeon breeders in the world are considered to be Belgians. Until recently, there were as many 120,000 of them in a country that is only slightly larger than a Kiev region. The world's most expensive Belgian pigeon was sold at an auction for the 1,600,000 euros. The pigeon's teardrop share and developed muscles are exceptionally conductive to aerodynamics. The pigeon can reach speeds of up on 140 kilometers per hour. It's running away from a predatory bird. It can reach even higher speeds. What is the longest distance? It is the flight of a pigeon from Beijing to Paris. Wow, it's 8,000 kilometers, but of course it wasn't 1, 2, or 3 days. It was 3 to 4 months, I think, but it's a recorded fact. However, pigeons have become great postmen not only because of their speed and endurance, it's also because they're able to deliver letters to their addresses accurately. How do you make a pigeon fly to where you want it to go? I used to think that a postal pigeon was something you could whisper in its ear and it would fly to the place you need it to go. Everything is completely different. A postal pigeon, a sports pigeon, always flies to its home. They would take the pigeon to another city, give it a message, release it, and would fly back to its home city where it lives and deliver this information. This super ability of pigeons was called homing, and scientists still don't know exactly how the pigeon's GPS works. There are many hypotheses about how a sport pigeon navigates. It's the magnetic field, and it has receptors in its nose that help it navigate the Earth's magnetic field. A solar compass is a must, and it also navigates by the smell of the area and visual memory. That is, the pigeon has all this set of orientation tools. That is, when there are no navigators yet, pigeons had ultra-modern natural navigators. Such talents, of course, were used in a variety of areas, sometimes not very legal and peaceful. Postal pigeons, for example, carry some kind of illegal substances from one point to another. I can tell you straight out, without hinting, that I have heard of pigeons being used as drug carriers. Yes, there are such stories. There are cases where pigeons were used to carry diamonds from diamond mines. To do this, they were taught to pack these diamonds, and they returned with these diamonds to the pigeon's house. There were stories about there were even kamikaze pigeons that carried explosives. It's like a living drone. By the way, in the Second World War, they attached explosive devices to pigeons, trained them to land on the wings of airplanes. The explosive device would go off and thus harm the enemy. And I've heard that even in some modern wars, I'm not talking about ours, in order to transmit highly confidential information, even though we already have communication, even though we already have telephones, they still use pigeons from time to time because it's reliable. Yes, look, a pigeon is not affected by electronic warfare or borders. I do not exclude that special services still use such means. There are more than 200 birds in this breeder's nursery, all of them athletes who are carefully selected from generation to generation. See how it defends its nest. Is that a female? Look, this is a male. Does the male also incubate? The male also incubates. The female sits from 5 p.m. to 10 a.m. and the pigeon sits on the eggs from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Isn't this an example of an ideal partnership? This is the father who flew out. This chick is 8 or 9 days old. I have a suggestion for you. Let's try to make a real reconstruction of how the pigeon post worked in the past. Let's record it. Friends, we're going to recreate a unique experiment in Kiev in year 24. Pigeon male. Ruslan entrusted this honorable mission to 4 birds at once, and we start to write letters. Okay, now you. And we will write like this. We'll use such a modern technology. We're just going to wind it up on a leg, right? Here's the first letter. We have the first letter. Imagine that, friends. Let me attach the second one. Okay. It doesn't hurt him because the letter is on a ring and we press the paper to the ring. At the same time, the leg is free and it does not feel this clamp. That's it. Okay. It's cloudy and it might rain, but our ladders will not get wet. The couriers will hide them under their wings because a pigeon hides its legs in the air like an airplane hides its landing gear. We will put them here carefully, thank you. Have a good trip. We're leaving and you're meeting them. Let's go. Here are our pigeons. I chose a special place to send the pigeon mail. Opposite the funicular, you have to walk a little further. Here, friends, we see the river station, and here's a small building. This is the oldest postal and stagecoach station in Kiev, built in 1865. It is a kind of station for postal stagecoaches, passenger and freight transport drawn by horses. It was from here that letters were once delivered from Kiev to all over the world. That is why this square was named Pocztowa, Post Square. What are you doing? Do you see what they are? Yes, pigeons. What kind of pigeons do you think they are? Big ones. These are carrier pigeons, and we are going to show you how the postal service used to work. We have written 4 letters, and now we are going to release these pigeons, and they will fly straight to their base. Do you know how to keep pigeons? Are you not afraid? You are the first. Hold it, don't let go. I'll explain why everyone does it at the same time. Because they are a group and they have to fly at the same time. It's difficult to navigate alone, and the 4 of them will easily find their way home very quickly. Careful, little one, careful. Okay, who else? We take the right way. Yes, friends. Once upon a time, you didn't need a smartphone to send a message. You needed a pigeon. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much for the help.
Thank you very much.
We let them go, and the 4 of them flew along the Dnipro riverbed and were turning in the right direction. That is, they have turned on the navigation. My mission was accomplished. Now the postmen have to deliver the ladders to their destinations. About 15 kilometers away, Ruslan and our film crew are starting at the sky waiting for the couriers to return. They're back! The ladders have been delivered. It's time to read the messages. Love to everyone. We believe in victory. Dmitry wrote this. I'm waiting to see you. I wrote, hello, my beloved. This is how people used to declare their love in ancient times. If I had lived in those days, this is exactly what I would have done. So once upon a time, the postal service began with letters being delivered by pigeons and parcels by horses. Today we have made an extraordinary leap into the future, and now the post office in Ukraine looks like this. Well, this is the modern automated terminal of Nova Post. It is here that thousands, hundreds of thousands of parcels from different branches fly in. Just look at this machine like a giant amusement park. Let's try to figure out how it works. Just imagine people send thousands of parcels every day. They're all brought here mixed together. After that, the packages need to be sorted to be sent to the right destinations. This is what the system does. Every day, this terminal processes more than 500,000 parcels. 500,000. Yes, this is how our sorting used to look like. That is how it used to be. Let's go over there. There were people responsible for a certain area. It was all manual sorting. That was 8 years ago. Now it's a museum. Yes. We jumped into the future so quickly, and God willing, it will be the same in all areas, not just the post office. How many times more efficient has the post office become? Hundreds of times. So, roughly speaking, now there are 500,000 parcels a day, but then there were just thousands. There were thousands, and there were 10 times more people sorting those parcels. Now, an automated system helps deliver parcels faster and more efficiently. Each parcel goes through 3 stages. The first stage is unloading. The parcel is unloaded and put on the transportation belt. Then, having scanned all the parcels, we understand where each parcel should go. After being scanned, it arrives and is placed in the required port stead. Each parcel takes no more than 2 minutes from the moment it's unloaded to the moment it's loaded into the terminal. That is, in 2 minutes, the parcel has to get on the belt, be scanned, and travel through the entire terminal. It's hard to believe because its size is impressive, so I decided to check it out. Let's do this. Take any parcel that catches our eye and check it. So, Mykolaiv, I'm going to ask my colleagues to put our signature World Inside Out stickers on it. Is that okay? Sure. We're packing the World Inside Out. Anyone who received this parcel with our sticker will receive a gift from our team. We press the button and at the same time I put it down and run to the final point. 1, 2, 3. Let's run. Come on. I'm right behind you. Mykolaiv. And now, show the stopwatch. It should be less than 2 minutes. 30 seconds left. 5. Here, I was rooting for it more than for my favorite football team. Here is a stopwatch. It made it in 2. Imagine, only 2 minutes on the automatic tape and the parcel is already on its way to the address. I decided to experiment and complete with the postal system manually as it used to be. A new batch of parcels had just arrived here for unloading. Such a container can contain from 1,000 to 2,000 parcels, depending on the size. And how many employees are unloading it? For how long? One employee unloads one container in 1 hour. 1 in 1. Is he being punished or what? No, this is normal process. Let's try it. Your manual process, and we'll take our automated process and compare it. Okay, let me see. What's your name, please? Maxim. Max, hi. Let's have a competition. How many parcels will you upload? How many I will? All my opponent has to do is just put the parcels on the belt, and then it's a matter of technology. But I will have to manually put each parcel into a special cage, scan each one, and take them all to trucks heading to different cities. And 1, 2, go! So, I have to scan each parcel and upload it here. Just here. Uploading. Where's the barcode? Here. Here we go. It's not as easy as it sounds. Finding the code on the box is a waste of precious seconds. These codes. Where are these codes? Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's heavy. Wow, he'll get pumped up. It weighs about 20 kilograms. Oh my God, I can't do it. I can't. It is Tetris. It's not easy, it's very difficult. Where's the code? 535. 2 more. I've already prepared myself. Come on, 535. This one. There's the code. Show me. 546. And that's 1 cage. And you just unloaded them, and you still need to throw them by destination. In almost 6 minutes, I was able to unload only 33 parcels, and my opponent 101. In addition, his packages has already been scanned and went to their recipients, and I have these stages just ahead of me. So now I have to load them. I use a special electric trolley. It's hard to even drive out of here. It's all very uncomfortable, all these loaders. It's stalled. Now just lift it a little bit. Is it better to put it backwards or forwards? It's better to put it out with your hands. I get it. And now, friends, here's the fun part. I need to deliver all these parcels to the trucks that are going to different cities. This parcel is for Zaporizhia. Just imagine Zaporizhia, let's go. This is Kharkiv. There are 138 such signs here. They help you navigate and find the right direction. This is Zaporizhia, this way. Here the Zaporizhia parcels are going down the roller coaster. I brought it by hand and put it in, and it went to Zaporizhia. I come back, take out the next one, look, and see Kryvyi. We're looking for it. Dnipro, Sumy, Lotsk, Kremenchuk, Cherkasy, Mukachevo, Lviv, Sloviansk, Khmelnytsky, Ivano-Frankivsk, Chernivtsi, Chernobyl, Kropivnitsky, Poltava, Venetia, Sarny, Rivne, Kryvyi. I found it! Hooray! Kryvyi! And so I brought my parcel and I'm sending it to Krivery. And now, if I were to do this manually, I would have to go back and take the next parcel and run again. So unloading and sorting. And loading of 2 parcels took almost 18 minutes. I unloaded 33 parcels and delivered to the destinations, only 2. During this time, only 1 belt of the system sorted and sent 324 parcels. And these are dozens of such sorting belts working simultaneously. Now imagine back to the numbers that we sort 500,000 parcels per day using innovative solutions that are installed at this terminal. I am speechless. We have to admit that this experiment only proves that automation is a must. And that's not all the technological wonders we're going to show you today. Modern technologies allow us to double human productivity, triple human productivity, and even to be 5 times more efficient than a human. Now you will see the future, which has already become a reality of the 21st century workers. This, dear friends, is also the location of the future. Tens of thousands of products are stored here, which can be purchased in the online store. For example, if you order a book, it will be delivered to your mailbox from here. Hello, tell us about this miracle. At first glance, it's just a warehouse. It is a warehouse with robotic processes. This line of business is called fulfillment. To put it simply, goods from various online stores are stored here and they're sent to customers by robots. Yes, you heard right, and this is happening here in Ukraine. Let's see it live. I can already see a robot driving around, similar to the robot vacuum cleaner I have at home. Yes. There are so many. We have 3 types of robots at our location. The first one is a shelving robot that moves shelves. The next type of robot is a trolley robot, which moves cargo from our warehouse to the sorting unit. And the third type of robot is used to the sorting unit at our depot, which is also a robotic trolley, or simply put, a trains. How many robots do you have in total at this terminal? About 50. And people? More than 150. That is 1, 2, 3. For the moment, yes, people still prevail. Machines have not yet won, as in the Terminator, not yet. And its brain, how does it navigate these corridors where I would get lost? Both types of robots work with QR codes. You mean this? Yes. There are a lot of QR codes, and this is their navigation. Yes, they read the barcode and understand where they are. It's very convenient. I would like to see how it works in more detail. The racking robot picks up the exact rack that is needed, brings it to a specialist from a parcel, and returns the rack to its place. Who is the developer? This is a completely Ukrainian development. Our Ukrainian programmers wrote the program that controls the robots. It was assembled by our Ukrainian specialists. Cool. Can we come over now? Yes. Here's the platform. It's coming. We can see everything now. It's in. Yes. It's guided by barcodes. There's a piston that rises, the coils rise, and it moves on. We can follow its path. It's moving, and we're giving way to it. And let's check the safety. What if I get in its way? I'm standing. Will it hit me? No, it didn't. It was scary, but it didn't. And if I move away, will it continue to drive? Yes. Why robots? First of all, robots do not get tired, robots do not make mistakes, and robots allow us to speed up our processes and deliver parcels faster. This system allows us to increase the number of processed orders by 2.5 times. With your permission, in the best traditions of the world inside out, I would like to ask you if I can work for you, and we can also check who's faster, the robot or Dmitry Komarov. Okay, it's very interesting. Let's go to work. So now I will be manually collecting collecting and sorting the goods purchased by people. This will be the books purchased by people, and then I will pack them by hand and deliver them to the place of shipment to the address. At the same time, my opponent will do the same job, but with the help of robots. We'll see who can do it faster. How many books do we have? 19 for each of us. For me and for Danilo, for both of you. Danilo, we're going to declare a battle. Who do you think will win? I think the robot. We'll see. How long will it take approximately? Danilo should be able to do it in about 18 minutes, and I don't know about you. I was given a special device for the competition to measure oxygen, right? Am I nervous? It's not a medical device at all. It just scans the barcode. And here I have a tablet. The task is downloaded to us. It shows us where we need to go in order to pick up the goods. SPT, it is on the second floor, 13th aisle, 8th cell. My goodness. I'm going to do it. I'll start the stopwatch. And we'll start. Show the screen to the camera. Okay. So let's go. To collect all the orders, I'll have to run around quite a bit because the books are everywhere here, in different parts of the warehouse and even on different floors. Okay, next. th aisle. We're looking for aisle 13. 13th. The book is called Private Roads. Here, Private Roads. It's a match. Here. You see, I went to the second floor just for one book. The first one. I went to look for number 1. An accident, I'm sorry. Danilo, meanwhile, is also busy. Only he has robotic shelving systems and bring the goods he needs right into his hands. Go where it's scary. By the way, going where it's scary. It's scary not to find a book. Condition one book. Condition. And status. That's the human factor. I just read the world condition. It's a status. It's not a book. And the book is called The Castle, Franz Kafka's The Castle. Here. I scanned the Moscoviada 2 pieces. 2 pieces, I forgot I need 2. Here it is, 3rd aisle, 1st place. So, my soul. I've got a soul. I'm scanning. Okay, next. Violetta. Kill the tyrant. I really want to kill the tyrant, but I need Violetta. Here I'm scanning Violetta. 1. Yes. May I ask you to show me the stopwatch? 14 minutes and 5 seconds I've been running around here. I've only got 8 books. I have 4 more books to go. The next one is The War That Changed Us. Here it is. The War That Changed Us. I'm scanning it. There's been a mistake. This is the wrong book. I took the English version, but I need the Ukrainian version. You see how important the human factor is. I made a mistake, and the system crashed, and we lost 30 seconds again. I have to say that I think the robots have overtaken us. Danilo and his robots didn't just outrun me. He managed to sort all the books and almost finished packing them. And I'm even ashamed to look at the stopwatch. That's it. That's all the books. 28.5 minutes. Where? What's next? You're done. Yes. Did you pack them already? We can already say that I lost, that's for sure. And I still have to sort these collected books into parcels. Choose a book, scan it. Again. Yes. Do I have to click 100 times again? No, I quit. Pack the shipment. Oh, see? False start. And scatter them to their destinations. You have to find the sorting area, put it inside. Is it automatic? It is. 1, 2, 3, go. You mean you've already done 1, 3, 4? That's it, right? That's it. You've done. I'm starting now. It's just crazy. So at every stage, I lost to the robots. And this proves once again that machines are irreplaceable in purely mechanical processes. However, people should not be afraid of competition. We'll lead where intelligence and creativity are required. After all, it was people who invented robots and control them. I have made one main conclusion for myself. Robotic technologies are necessary because they make processes much faster, but robots do not work without humans. That is, we need a tandem, a human plus a robot. The more we robotize the simplest processes, the more effective this cooperation will be in the future. And let it go and do its job too. Watch in the next episode. It's like snowing. It's very salty. A Ukrainian technological startup that has impressed the world. And we're quite proud to be on the cover of the Times magazine. I would say that this is a confirmation of quality, a mark of quality. Ukrainians are in the tops. And the oldest enterprise in the country where the technology has not changed for centuries. It's like a time capsule here. If there's a collapse, if something happens, you're done. You're not going to get help. I'm ready, let it go. That ordinary salt can do. I feel like I'm looking at the Titanic and whether it is possible to move objects with the power of thought. It repeats the movement, and also exclusive footage of the return to the playing field after a serious injury. So today is the first match in 2 years. It's your first handball game with such an injury, yes. Will the warrior and athlete be able to score a goal again? What are your feelings? I feel fine, we will try. The superpower created by Ukrainian people and technology in the World Inside Out Ukraine project. Don't miss it. The World Inside Out with Dmitry Komarov, Ukraine.